What's going on, guys? Nathan Hooks here with Authentic Coaching. It is my birthday. I'm out here playing what they call disc golf. It's my first time ever. I'm having a great time. One quick little message for you today is you never know when life's going to get really good. You know, days seem to blend together. Everything's seeming real normal. Nothing big's happening. People aren't calling you back. You're low on money. Something came up. And then before you know it, something awesome will come around. Something that just kind of lifts you back up to where you're like, you know, life is pretty good. And if you look around at a lot of people, whenever you're feeling down like that, you'll notice that they're having the same bad time. So just ride out the wave of whatever bad situation's happening to you in the present moment, because we all have a bad story. It might not be that serious. Some people have on the extreme end, there's cancer or something very serious going on. Then there's the dog messed in the living room. You know, either one, it still gets us worked up, and our own personal problems do feel serious to us. But we just got to remember that. We got deer. We got deer, folks.
We gotta try to find that disc.
We are disc golfing with deer. All right, welcome back on the disc golf course. It's my birthday. I'm 26. I got my drummer, Kegan Hussey, with us today, and the drummer, Corey England.
He's the drummer.
He's the bass player. Kegan's the drummer. Anyway, back to the story. I cut off the film because I thought my camera had died, but it didn't. We're playing a little disc golf. It's fun. Feels nice and cool out here. It's December 14th, 2015. I am 26, living a great experience, and I hope you are doing the same.
Hey!
Okay. Wait. Where am I throwing? Oh, okay. We're gonna do this again. Here we go. That's a money maker. What's going on, guys? Nathan Hooks. It is the day after my birthday. When I was going through the film editing process, I realized that I kind of left all of you hanging on something really concrete that you can take home with you and really apply to your life. So what I was saying in the video earlier was that life can change on a dime. It can get really good. It can get really bad. You know, things are always shifting in life. And if you look back to your past during a time that was going kind of bad and you're just like, whoa, this is gonna last forever. It always feels like it's gonna last forever. And then before you know it, something shifts and life is pretty good for you and you forget about the bad times. You always forget about the good times when it's a bad situation currently around you. Same with the good times. You forget about the good times. You forget about, you forget about the good times when bad stuff's going on. And you also forget about all the bad times when your life is a celebration, when your life is going great. So just remember, it's the yin and yang of life. Some things are gonna be good, some things are gonna be not so good. So what am I really saying? I'm saying ride out the wave. Life comes in waves. Everything is vibrational that we are experiencing here. I'll get more deep into that subject in a later video. But honestly, my personal piece of advice for the day is whether it's good or bad in your life right now, just think of it as a wave. And waves don't last forever. What do? They ride into the shore, they dissipate, and they go back into the ocean. Okay, just ride the wave. You can't fight the wave, but you can ride the wave. And let me rewind there. You can fight the wave, but you ever tried fighting a wave? It's a no-win situation. So the best way, so people, they want to know how to handle the tough situations because we already know how to handle the good situations, right? I mean, it's not that big a deal. But people want to be able to handle the tough situations. Well, look at it as a wave and know that you can't fight it. So what do you do if you can't fight something? You use it to your advantage. This is where your imagination comes in. This is where your internal resources come in, where you have to really sit down and think, how can I look at this and use it, frame it in a way, put a different meaning on it, so I will experience it differently. That's what it's all about. It's all about using your mind and stopping, because most of this stuff is autopilot. When something bad happens, you just go, oh, da-da-da. I'm in a bad situation again. What can I do? Well, what you can do is just focus on the wave, be present, and feel the energy that's going on, and just be present with it. That's literally all you have to do. That's all you can do, okay? And in the process, depending on how bad your situation is, you can play with the definitions. Let me give you an example, okay? Say I make me a bowl of cereal in the morning. I drop it right before I take my first bite. It shatters. Now, during that moment, I have some options. I can curse and be totally mad and upset that I just ruined a perfectly good bowl of cereal. I can laugh and think, wow, what are the chances? I can blame someone else. There's a lot of, whatever happens is neutral. Okay, it's a neutral situation, and we infuse our own meaning on it. An example I always tell people is when, say you go to a party and say there's 15 people there, okay? And at the end of the party, everyone is individually interviewed to ask how their party experience was, okay? So, Amy is gonna go to the interviewer and say, oh, I had a great time. It was one of the greatest parties of my life. Then we're gonna bring in John, and he's gonna say, man, I really wish I wouldn't have been, because that was a bad party, just bad people, okay? And so on and so on. Everyone's gonna have a different story, a different experience of what that party was like, okay? Now, what does that mean? What that means is that every external situation is essentially neutral. It doesn't have any meaning. And every individual comes along and places a story, their personal story, upon the external situation. So Amy had a positive story in her mind about the party. Therefore, she got a great experience in return. John, on the other hand, for some reason or another, allowed a negative story to take over his mind involving the external situation. So whatever story you give is the experience you get. That's what you want to write down today and take in your mind as you go throughout your day. Authentic Coaching at nathanhooks.com. I'll see you next video.